in my life. I lost my sister at the age of 10. I became depressed, suicidal, didn't really have any desires in life. I was ready to die. I really had nothing really I desired, really wanted for. And it was when I got around a person that simply told me that, Jamal, if you work on yourself, if you want to be successful, just find somebody who's where you want to be and do exactly what they did. Find somebody who's where you want to be and do exactly what they did. And so I got around individuals, I got around mentors and trainers and teachers, start reading and reading and reading. And then I realized that my income was shattered. Even to the point of becoming a TV director, I was making six figures, but still living paycheck to paycheck. And that's when I learned that they said your income will never exceed your personal development. I want everyone to really please write that down. That's going to be our theme because we're talking about commitment today. And we're going to talk about commitment in a deep, deep way. And Kip and I, a lot of times on our calls, we do every morning, every weekday morning, Monday through Friday, we do calls. And I'm not sure if we have that slide up. I could probably get it, but I know Kip got everything all set up, so I don't want to mess up his stuff here. But, we do calls every day because here's the thing I noticed is that without personal development, ladies and gentlemen, your life is pretty much going to be mediocre. And you may have some success, as Jim Rohn says. You'll have some shocking success every now and then, but what'll happen is it'll all go away again, and you'll be on a roller coaster like this, up and down, up and down, up and down. And unless personal development is going to be that one thing that's going to cause your life to continue to go up, at the most, you're just going to keep on. You want to stay on a straight and narrow. You're not going to have too many hiccups. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I said you don't have to have hiccups in life. Because personal development will give you that thing inside of you where you can now have a life of always going up on the trajectory path. So that's why we do this class. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you know you want to come to our class every weekday, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Kip and myself are there during that class because we realized about 8 years ago, Kip, I think it was, where him and I found out what personal development was all about. And him and I went on a 90-day fast. Now, I don't mean a religious fast, but we went on a 90-day fast where him and I did nothing but soak and eat personal development. And after those 90 days, our lives have never been the same. Never been the same. So that's why we know that this thing works. And if any of you are listening to the sound of my voice, please hear me out. And I'm going to break down personal development, and then I'm going to turn the call over to Mr. Satchel, what this call is all about. The definition of personal development is this, and I want you to hear this clearly. Personal development the definition is taking one's own responsibility of learning. Taking one's responsibility of learning. That means it's not Kim's fault why I can't succeed in life. As many of you may be in network marketing. We're going to cover that today. We talk about commitment to your business. It's taking your own responsibility of learning. So it's your responsibility to learn, right? And through a process of assessment, which means that you got to read, which means you got to get on conference calls, which means you got to get mentors and coaching in life. You got to assess the things you want. So what I would say is you got to inspect what you expect. You got to start inspecting things. So you got to start opening up the books. Right now I'm reading a book called Second Chance by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay. How many of you need a second chance? How many of you have been struggling for the last 30 years of your life? Right? How many of you had a really, really troubling 2015 and you want to have a really cute 2016? Well, I'm here to tell you with personal development and with this, I'm telling you folks, you can have a second chance. Okay? You can have a second chance. They say, God is a God of second chances. So is personal development. With personal development, ladies and gentlemen, you can have a second chance. So it says a process of learning through a process of assessment, reading books. I'm assessing. I'm reading about my finances. I'm reading about how to get out of debt, right? And then it says assessment, reflection. So now I'm going to reflect. I'm going to think. I'm going to read this book, and I'm going to write down. I'm going to journal, and I'm going to reflect. I'm going to call Kim Statue on the phone, and him and I are going to do a session every day that we talk, and we reflect on our lives. We reflect on things that's going on in our lives. We reflect on emotion. We reflect on things that him and I got to work on to become better people. And then the last part of personal development, the definition is taking action. Assessment, reflection, and taking action. And this is where the hardest part is. See, taking action means what? Commitment. That Kemp, I'm going to be committed. I'm going to do it even when it doesn't feel like doing it. Trust me, I thought Kent was crazy for doing this call today. But because I'm committed to personal development and him and I are committed to one another, we're committed that I'm going to show up. Because it's not about how I feel, it's about being committed to the task. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited. I'm excited what we're going to do today. Kemp and I, we finally get to take our time with what we got to talk about, because so many times we're rushed during the week, and we're here to talk about commitment. With that being said, Mr. Moderator, I turn it back over to you. I can't hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Mic check 1 2. Y'all
Not
can
sure
hear
if
me?
he's
Can
talking.
y'all hear me?
I can hear you now.
Yeah, they can hear. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am so excited about this brand new year. How many of you are expecting a huge, just like have huge expectations for 2016? How many of you have huge expectations for 2016, right? Some of us have made resolutions and things of that nature, right? Well, at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, for anything, and I'm talking about not just expecting anything, I'm talking about expecting big things, right? Anybody have any dreams that they maybe that dream house as you're looking at, maybe that dream car, maybe that dream vacation, right? I'm talking about big. All right. I'm talking about that giant, that lifestyle that most of us we truly want. And at the end of the day, will you be committed to your dream in 2016? Will you be committed to your dream in 2016? Now, before you start saying yes, 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 I'm going to really get into this commitment, because this is what I'm going to be really focusing on this year, because of the movement that we want to see happen for many of people's lives. And at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we have been committed for a year to this call. 1 year, right? Now, as Mr. Mumford said, that's 365 days. That simply means, ladies and gentlemen, do you think that I did not have any challenges at 9 o'clock in the morning and 365 days that just went past? Do you think I had no challenges? Do you think life didn't show up on me none last year? No, right? Do you think I had any things that I was challenged, right? At 365 days, did I have situations that I could have came up with an excuse and said, listen, guys, I'm not going to be able to get on that call. But every single day we was here on that call. Am I right about it? Right? When you look at anybody that's in life, 365 days, and I could have said, well, it's snowing outside, it's raining, I overslept, I did this, I did that. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, when we said we're committed, we are committed. Now, today, I'm going to go into one of these courses that I've been listening to, and it's going to break down commitment. And me and Jamal, we're going to kind of piggyback on this. We got some exciting things. I'm going to do some giveaways today, raffles. We're going to do some recognitions of people who have actually been committed right along with us. And I promise you, when you are committed, commitment brings change. Did you hear what I just said? Commitment brings change. So I want you to sit back, relax, hear this out. Mr. Mumford, you're going to have to turn your audio off. I'm going to turn my audio off while we play this quick clip by our own mentor, T.D. Jakes.
I'm going to talk to you about what it takes to bring the giant down. That's not my subject, but that's what I'm going to be talking about in essence. It's a one-word subject. It's simple. If you don't have it, no giant in any area of your life will come down without this. You can dance, you can shout, you can run all over the church, you can break dance, you can spin around on your neck till you have to rub down in green alcohol. Yeah, that's old school. But don't laugh at it, it works. You cannot bring your giant down without it. The word is commitment. Somebody say commitment. Are you committed? Because without commitment, nothing happens. We're going to be teaching on commitment on the 16th anniversary of our church. The clarion call to every believer in this place is to examine your level of commitment, because you cannot conquer what you are not committed to. Oh, my. You can't wish it away. You can't throw pennies in a well and pay it away. You can't shout it away. You can't dance it away. You have to be committed. And I'm going to talk about the areas in your life that you need to be committed, and I'm going to make it relative to the text, and you'll see it all before I sit down. Shout amen.
All right. Now, he said a few things here, right? He said a few things here, right? And I just want to kind of go over this definition. When we start saying yes so quickly, like a lot of us said yes, right? For real. And did we really truly commit, right? Can we be real with ourselves? Because that's what personal development is being able to evaluate or look at or be exposed to information that literally, watch this, ladies and gentlemen, will allow us to look at ourselves and then answer that question. Making a commitment involves dedicating yourself to something like a person or a cause. Before you make commitment, think carefully, right? A commitment obligates you to do something. Some commitments are large, like marriage. When you take a job, you're making a commitment to show up and do the job well, and your employer makes a commitment to you to pay you. There are smaller commitments too. If you said you meet a friend at 6, that's a commitment. Show up on your friend or they will be mad at you. You also can speak of commitment as a quality. Staying after school for a study group shows your commitment to good grades. So when we start really breaking down this word called commitment, do we believe that this information or definition, the definition is what we are or have been committed in any area of our lives? It doesn't matter. Mr. Mumford.
And Cap, and like you said here, see, and quotes again, please don't be offended by the information we're sharing today, because we're so easy to say things like, Kemp, I'm committed, but when you talk about the word commitment, it means, see, Kemp, when I thought this morning about the word commitment, I tied it to the word discipline. Because Kemp, discipline would say the definition of discipline is doing something you hate to create something you love. So Kemp, when I'm committed, commitment means, see, most of us we're conditionally committed, Kemp, before we get into it really deep. So we're conditionally committed. So we say we're committed, but we're committed as long as the conditions warrant themselves for me to be committed. As long as I'm going to feel some satisfaction, and that's like psychological. See, your brain, that's why I could be committed to a job, but I can't be committed to my business, because you know that the job is going to give you $1 for when you go to work. But you know that your business may not pay you today because you may got to talk to 5 people, Kemp, and you may not get paid today. So the brain says, no, we're not going to take action. See, commitment goes a long way, folks, before you say you're committed. It's a much deeper thing than we ever could imagine. Go ahead.
So that brings us right to this slide right here, right? That brings us right here. It says there's a difference between interest and commitment. See, interest, a lot of people, oh, I'm interested, right? How many of you seriously want to make $5,000 to $10,000 a month? How many of you would be interested in making $5,000 to $10,000 a month, right? How many of you would be interested in having good, solid relationships with your children? Good, solid relationships with your spouse or your mate, right? There's a difference in the interest and the commitment, and most people are only interested in making that kind of money. See, interest comes out, as you said just a few minutes ago, of your convenience, but commitment comes out of your inconvenience. See, when you are committed, you are going to work through your inconveniences, ladies and gentlemen. You are going to come out of your comfort zone when it hurts. Guess what? And look, till death do us part. It's hurting. It's painful right now. But guess what? I got to get through this because I am committed. When your interest is doing something, you do it only when it's convenient. See, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the dreams that we're talking about right now in 2016. When you're committed to something, you accept no excuses and only results. See, oh, I don't have time. Well, Kemp, I was doing this. Well, I was doing that. See, this is why you got to be careful on what you say you're committed to. See, when you see the opportunity to see when you see the big picture comes with the person that has been committed. You follow what I'm saying? So it's not a get rich quick. No, I am so committed to the end result, and that's why we've been talking. Start with the end in mind. See, what's the end? What is the end? What is the end? Can we just remind you, what is the end? See, that's a committed house. That's a committed car. Those vacations are from commitment. When you start talking about happiness, when you talk about debt free, that's commitment. And guess what? Some of us are so committed to the opposite. We're committed to the mediocrity. We're committed to the poverty. We're committed to that mindset that will continue to give us the results. But I'm telling you, here in 2016, I'm so committed to my personal development, because with me having to continue to keep looking at myself, this is going to make a major difference here. Go ahead, Mr. Mumford.
Like the slide, because interest and commitments. And I love it because it says when you're interested in doing something, you do it only when it's convenient, and that's what we're doing. See, folks, everything is going to be hard before it becomes easy. See, commitment is, that's why there's a book that I read that says that the race goes to the man who can endure it alone, not the swift man. See, most of us are swift people, but it says it don't. But see, being swift is not what's going to take to have results in your life. Commitment means endurance. He says the race doesn't go to the swift man, Kemp. It goes to he who endureth the longest. So see, Kemp, so when I'm committed, so when I go running in the morning, when I go running, I gotta be committed. I'm gonna go run those 5 miles, Kemp. Now, Kemp, there's a time at my 3rd mile, Kemp, I always get this pain in my body, right? But my coach told me, Jamal, when you start feeling the pain, that's when your muscles are growing the most. See, as long as you're not out of breath and I'm just talking, Kemp, there's nothing being developed, Kemp, until you feel pain. So he said pain is a sign of growth. See, we take pain when things happen in our lives, Kemp, when the money is funny, when the kids are acting up, things going on in life. We take that as a sign of abort. and we hit the eject button. No, when things are going wrong in your life, that's the time. I tell people all the time, listen, when you lose the job, that's the best time to be most committed to your business. Not Jamal, I get the phone calls all the time. Kim, you know what, Kim? I gotta take some time off. I got some things going on in my life. No, when things are going on in your life, that's when you press even harder, because listen, when you feel the pain, that's when growth takes place, Kim. You got to feel the pain. So everything is going to be hard before it becomes easy, gentlemen. Listen, I'm telling you, well, everything is going to be hard before it becomes easy. I didn't get here by happenstance. I didn't get to this point in my life by happenstance, Kim. I didn't just trip here. No, Kim, I went through some pain, right? I went through some pain. I went through some growth, okay, where I had to stick to it. This thing in my life that took 5 years. 5 years of commitment. I was committed for 5 years to see the manifestation of what one of my main goals was in my life. 5 years. 5 years. Back to you, sir.
Ooh-wee. Stand by.
Number 4, commitment to your dream. You cannot get people to believe in your dream until you believe in it yourself. Stop asking people to invest in things where you have no investment. Stop asking people to deliver something to you where you're not willing to go to the wire for yourself. Nobody's going to put into your dream before you put in. You have to invest in what you dream for. Hallelujah to God. A golf club is just a golf club. You can pay $500 or $5,000 for it. It's just a golf club until you put it into the hands of Tiger Woods. When you put it into the hands of Tiger Woods, the value shoots up. It's the same set of clubs. All you added was commitment. When you get it in the hands of somebody who is committed to a dream, who's been working when they was 5 and swinging when they were 6 and swinging when they were 9 and swinging when they were 12. Oh yes, you're going to get a great return because there is a great investment. Do you have anything that you're dreaming that you're willing to be committed to enough to see it happen? Or are you throwing pennies in the wishing well of life, wanting to receive on credit something that you're not willing to pay for? You must be committed to your dream. Oh, hallelujah. I'm scared to talk about it because I believe it so bad. You ought to see my toes are dancing in my shoes. Glory to God. I don't have no hair on my head, but my hair on my chin is jerking over this right now. I have never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass. Though the vision tarry, wait for it. Hallelujah. Slap somebody and tell them it will happen. It may take me longer. I may have to take night classes. I may have to start the business in my house, but it will happen. Oh my God. He's not just Alpha. He's also Omega. He's not just the beginning. He's also the end. If God started it, he will finish it. Shout yes. Committed to your dream. Yes, committed to your dream. Anybody can dream it, but you'll never see it until you're willing to be committed to it. I was telling somebody the other day, when I didn't have anything, church didn't have any members, I'd get off work, working at Carbide, and drive up the road and work on the church till I had to turn around and go back to work. We worked when we didn't have food. We worked when we didn't have lights. I was putting my whole check in the offering, all of it, trying to keep it going. When I finally got some staff, I went on the road preaching. And whatever I made on the road preaching, I brought it home to make the payroll of the staff. And sometimes I got them paid and couldn't pay me. Commitments. Looked like a fool. Didn't have any clothes. Suits was falling off me. Lining wore out my clothes. Couldn't send them to the cleaners. Had to wash my suit in the washing machine. They laughed at me. Looked like an old raggedy country preacher. I had holes in my shoes. I couldn't kneel down. Ooh. I couldn't kneel down and pray because if I knelt down to pray, they would see holes in my shoes. They laughed at me. They said that boy's lost his mind. He'll never be nothing. He stutters. He's got a lisp when he speaks. He'll never be a preacher. I don't care what you say. If you are committed to what you believe, somebody holler commitment. Stand to your feet. Woo.
Commitment. Commitment. See, if that I'm not here to move you easily, because see, like you said, you can shout about it, you can dance about it, and all of this stuff, them emotions. But when it comes to your commitment, I'm gonna tell you, you need to make a commitment on your dream today. Once you make it, then life will give you some answers. See, it see, it make you see a commitment is to, and this is really walking on this thing of faith, right? You might look at yourself and you may not see it, but it's happened for so many people. But until that commitment comes into place, hold on. Until that commitment comes into place, see, the universe can't do what it needs to do. It's almost like a point where, like we say, some of us have to get under the pressures of life. Some of us have to get to the point that now here comes the final shut off notice, right? Oh, they get ready to repossess the car. Oh, they get ready to do this. And then when all of this stuff start coming down and the pressures, then we start to what? We have to react. And then we start coming up with creativity like, oh my God, let me call this person. Let me do this. Let me do that. Let me do this. Because you're now committed to your struggle. So as you look at personal development and simply saying, okay, guess what? You can now make a conscious decision. See, I said it all the time. I said, I don't know how old it will take before you get to this age of maturity when you say enough is enough. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired of being sick and tired, you get tired of somebody controlling you. You get tired of going to your bank account and it's in the minus side. You get tired of people taking advantage of you, people underappreciating. When you get to this place called life and you make an honest decision to be committed to your success, I promise you. But it's going to take commitment. See, life-changing alliances wouldn't be here if it was about excuses, because it was many mornings I woke up and I did not feel like being on this call, but I was committed. I'm committed to the final process. I know we will change lives on purpose. I make this the first call every morning at 9 o'clock. Mr. Mumford will tell you, I was that person that I was working my business so hard so I could get up when I felt like getting up. Did you hear anybody say you want to sleep till you finish? But ladies and gentlemen, when you got life and you move in life, it ain't about sleeping when getting up when you feel like it. When you got purpose in life, guess what? I got to get up because I have this class. I have people that's literally believing in the movement at the end of the day because of our commitment. Mr. Mumford.
You know, as you said, that commitment camp is so crucial because, as you know, it's funny, T.D. Jakes, you play T.D. Jakes, and I remember him saying something, and it kind of hit me so hard because he said, I often get people telling me, you know, T.D. Jakes, I'm committed, you know, and I'm in it for the long haul. I'm here, and this is what I want. I want all these things in my life, and I want success, and we're so good at giving these fairy tale stories, these pipe dreams. And he says, I don't care what you tell. I don't care what you really want in life. He said, I really don't. He says, I'll know exactly what you desire by what you do daily.
Mm.
See, see, you can't tell me you're committed because all I gotta do is look at you. We can all talk about how we want $1 million. We want to be, and we could scale these Christian epithets and these religious epithets and all these quotes and all these cliches. Listen, I don't care. He said, I don't care. Now, and folks, and don't get me, don't hit. I'm not being mean. Okay, I'm just telling you the reality, right? That this is how much you gotta understand. Before you tell me how much you want in your life, no, show me how you want it. Because what you do daily is what's going to tell me everything about what you desire. So as Kemp said, I watched him. People say, well, I need to sleep. No, there was no sleep for me and Kemp. There was no sleep 5 years ago when we opened that office in Philadelphia. You know, he'll tell you, we were selling timeshare. I was working at 3 different TV stations. Man, he had to ride a bike. He was riding his bike. He didn't even have a car. He was riding his bike from his house all the way to the office. And I would give him a ride home. Folks, in the rain, in the cold. We was in the office every single day. We was committed. Times we didn't have money to pay the rent, but we stayed to the trial. Why? Because now if you valued our lives, you would say those guys definitely want success because I watched their actions. See, folks, when life shows up in your life and you have problems going on, that doesn't mean you're committed. You can't say you're committed because commitment means, it says it right here. You got the slide. Commitment means staying loyal. See, I'm committed. How many? What did the lady say, Kemp? How can we expect our kids to have A's in school while we get F's in life? I can't go to my kids and tell, if I'm loyal to my kids, if I'm loyal to tell them I'm going to give them the best life possible, why did I have the darn kids? If I'm not willing to put sweat equity and take care of them, huh? Why would I get married? Right? If I'm not willing to work hard for my family, why would I get into business? Why would I have life? Why would I be living if I'm not going to be loyal to the very things that I say I want in my life? So commitment means staying loyal. And folks, that means that every day, what are you doing daily? Success is what you do daily. Success is not a destination, it is a journey because you never reach it. It's an everyday thing. It's the small things you do every single day. That's called commitment. And Kemp, when I tell you we're committed, like he said, me and Kemp have got many phone calls where we talk to each other and say, Kemp, I'm ready to hang up this call. Do we want to keep doing this call? Nobody's on the call today. You don't understand, folks. If you heard our phone conversations, but we're committed. Back to you, sir.
Woo, man, you're hitting home today. Commitment means staying loyal to what you said you were going to do long after the mood you set it in has left you. Ladies and gentlemen, when we start talking as we started this thing, your dreams, okay, your dream in 2016, you know, and I've seen people come and go. I'm gonna call you, I'm gonna be there, and I've seen them come and go. I've been around the industry, I've seen it. You look at the TD Jakes, you start studying these wealthy people, the people that they started off with ain't the people that they end with, and the people that started off, oh man, now they looking at his funnel. They looking at where he is and they're saying, man, if I would have just stayed committed to the process. And that's the difficult journey, ladies and gentlemen. That's why I say, don't be so quick to say, I'm committed. Don't be so quick to say, I'm committed. And then again, when we start looking at the things that we are truly committed to. When you started your business, did you start your business just wanting the product or the service? Or did you start the business with a mission in mind that guess what? This is going to give me my freedom that I need to fulfill what I have been called here for, right?
Mm.
Many of you have a calling on your life. All of you have a purpose for your life. Are you going to live out your purpose? Are you going to leave that legacy? Ladies and gentlemen, your life is so much more worth than an $8, $10, $20 an hour, $30 an hour. Your life is so much more precious than that. Do you hear me? Individuals commit to a group effort. That is what makes a team, a company work, a society, a civilization. I wouldn't be able to do this, ladies and gentlemen, this call, unless I had Jamal, the lens, all of those that have been, this would not have been a success. I cannot. Was there days that I couldn't show up on the call because I was on the road? Yes, that's why I had to be able to learn to work with people. Are you following? I don't, I want, listen to me. Is your dream something that you can establish? Is your dream something that you can establish? Or is your dream so big you need other people? Like when you look at the people of wealth, when you look at the, building the schools and things of that nature, do you need other people? I can't get to where I want to go without the help and the development of other people. We are committed. See, I could go open up a mom and pop store. Okay, fine. But what's the dream? What is the big picture? When you look at TD Jakes, how many people's lives are here? Is his dream affecting? Imagine with the person, his assistants, and some of those people that's literally committed to the movement, the movie theaters. Like he got people that's been in his congregation that's now in some of his movies. He got people that's in his congregation that now he has helped start their businesses. You follow us? See, it's a bigger calling on our lives to the point that we must be able to leave the legacy behind to the point that when you're gone, your children will be taken care of. Your great grandchildren will be taken care of. And that's when they'll be like, Grandmom this, Grandmom Porter, right? Grandmom Nina, my mom Nina, she made this happen so that we can take our trips to Disney. You see, that's commitment. That's commitment. And you got to be about the people. Individual commit to a group effort. And this thing here called LCA, ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you life-changing alliances is going to make major impacts on the world, I'm not just saying that. Trust me, we done already spoke on ambassadors all over cities that represent life-changing alliances, because when it's all said and done, you know what I'm committed to? You want to know what I'm committed to? The end in mind. The end. And you know what the end is? Well done, thy good and faithful servant. Well done. I don't want to disappoint my father upstairs. I'm committed. I'm so committed. Because guess what? He would not have chosen me. He would not have chosen you. He would have not even given you the vision if he didn't feel like you wasn't responsible to bring it to pass. You wouldn't even have that dream. I'm just saying. Go ahead, Mr. Mumford, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this last final segment.
You're talking, man. You're talking, because You know, see, anyone vision, even it says, write the vision, make it plain, so that others will come along and carry it out for you. See that, which shows that there is anyone who has a true. If you really have a true vision and you really say, "I really desire big things in your life," if you're doing it without people, and if you're burning bridges and you're disconnecting from people, people is your source. People is your source. People are your vehicle. He says they're going to come along and they're going to tarry. They're going to carry your vision. So, I mean, even the fact that you look at any religious people, I mean, even if you want to use the Jesus example, he had 12 disciples. As powerful of a man as he was, even he understood the power that I couldn't do it alone. I got to carry some men with me. See, folks, this is what I'm trying to say. What we're trying to say here is when you're committed, that as an individual to the group, and the whole group efforts. You have to have people around you. You have to have people around. T.D. Jakes couldn't be who he was. He has a what? A committee. See, look about the word, Kim. Committee, commitment. Wow. Committee, commitments. Committee, commitment. Oh, kind of the same words. So you need a committee to have commitment. See, Kim, let me tell you why. See, Kim, one of the things that I've noticed about what happens to people is they'll whenever they want to stop being accountable, they stop answering the phone calls. Why? Because they don't want to, because they know the committee is going to keep you committed. See, so if you want to, so one time, what has to happen is you got to put yourself in an uncomfortable situation. Sometimes you got to be willing to be around people because they're going to hold you accountable. See, Kim, because that's what, if Kim don't hear from me in the morning, he's going to call me and say, "Yo, where you at?" Right? Because he knows, and I'm going to answer the phone call. Because what? That's called he's my committee. My committee keeps me committed. That's a new one. I don't know where that one came from. Committee, commitment. Go ahead, sir. Wow.
Oh my goodness. Now there's a piece here that I want to get to. And I'm just gonna see if I can find it here. If y'all could just bear with me, because he really got into this thing on commitment. But I believe what I would like to, do at this point, and I think at this point we have really driven this thing home so that people really understand as you're going into your 2016, right? As you're going into your 2016, what is your dream? Man, I'm so full right now as I'm just sitting here and I'm saying, who's really going to be committed to your dream? Listen to what I'm saying. When you see what we have done, some of the efforts that we have done, it's simply because obviously there's a space that you need in your life, right? To the point that you will have time to work in your creative space. Are you following what I'm saying? Being able to work in your creative space, right? How many of you would love to have all your time to work on your dream? So this is what I said. When you see me committed to the resource, the source, right? I said, let me get this into place so that it will give me the time. Now you can, how many of y'all believe you got a book inside you right now? A book, right? And say, I know I got a book in me. I've been around life long enough that I know I got a book inside of me, right? Mr. Mumford, he's been around a lot less longer than some of us, but guess what? He had a book that he started to really bring at the end of the day, right? So as people say today, I have it. These books is your legacy. Who's reading about you? I just don't think God put us here to just exist in it. I don't think he put us here to work 80 and 90 hours for somebody, right? To live their dreams out, to fulfill their dreams, and our dreams not be fulfilled. See, it's a beautiful thing when you could be working with somebody and guess what? Your dream, all of your dreams are being fulfilled. We're not just talking about I'm just making a paycheck, but my dreams are being fulfilled through the alliance of the people that I'm associating myself with. That's why my goal is to help at least 10 people make 5 to 10 grand a month in residual income. Because guess what? We got bigger things that's happening here. And if you make it 5 to 10,000 a month, that means some of your dreams are being fulfilled as well. Am I right? Yes or yes? See, once we get everybody on one accord, And I know the resources because guess what? I know your job ain't going to do that. So what we got to do, we got to commit to the point that let's get you where that needs to be. But the question is, will you be committed to the process at the end of the day? So when we're looking at this, oh yeah, Kip, I'm doing this. I'm making things happen. I'm on my calls. I'm at the meetings. I'm on every webinar. And that's why I say before you say yes, it says before you say yes, right? It says think carefully. Don't say I want to, and I'm just saying, don't say I want to do something and you really haven't said, okay, let's sit down, let's evaluate, let me make sure that this is, I'm thinking carefully right now. And for those, if you're having some sound problems, we are actually recording this, so you will be able to listen to the replay of. So if you're hearing every other word, you can listen to the the replay to get the other part of it. I'm just playing, but it is being recorded. All right. So when we start saying thinking carefully, that's why a lot of us need a game plan, right? So now let's talk about that a little bit when we start talking about commitment. Okay. Commitment is a bunch of habits that you have to formulate in order that you stay consistent with over a period of time until it manifests. Am I making sense? Right? You got to be committed over a series of habits. So imagine if we said we want everybody this year in 2016, for every dollar you make, would you put 10 cents in a jar? Would you put 10 cents of every dollar? Do you deserve 10 cents from that dollar? Now that sounds real easy, right? But 10 cents from a dollar is now $30 from 300. Are you following what I'm saying? Right? Am I making sense? 30% or 10% of 300 is $30. So it'll be easy to come up with the 10 cent for the dollar. But will you still maintain the habit when you get the $300 and put away the $30? When you get the $3,000 and put away the $300? See, am I making sense? And I'm being very, very careful in what I'm saying, because before we answer these questions, that's just the idea, and I'm really wanting to help you through this, because that's like when life shows up, right? Oh, I really can't afford to put this $30 up this time, Mr. Mumford, because I got something else to do. What does that mean? You were not committed. You follow what I'm saying? You were not committed, because the commitment comes when it gets a little bit more painful, because some of y'all are making $3,000 a month. Some of y'all are making $3,000 a month. Am I right? Some of y'all are making $3,000 a month. Am I right? Don't act like, oh, no. Some of y'all making $5,000 a month. Some of y'all making $6,000 a month, right? Yep. But now, when you make that $6,000, will you put that $600 away? Come on, man. See, we talk about commitment now. See, I'm not talking about, Kip, I'm interested in what you're saying because I can't work with this person. But when you got that person that say, yes, I'm committed, and notice I'm talking about committed to yourself now. I'm not talking about committed to your other people, your companies, your churches, your jobs, and all of that stuff. I'm talking about committed to yourself. And guess what? That's where it starts first. Oh, I'm so committed to this. Oh, I'm gonna make sure I do it. No. So and that was just one scenario. Okay. What we say, we do a call every 9 o'clock. When you're committed, you're being proactive, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to what I just said. When you're committed, you're being proactive, not reactive. That's causing that roller coaster effect. Are you following what I'm saying? So if I say, let me just say this. All right. I am now writing it down. I just heard Mr. Mumford say that, and I'm making it plain. This is what I'm going to do. If you go to let me see if I can do this real quick. And if you guys can see my screen, just let me know you can see my screen. Right? Everybody can see the screen? Okay. Let me do this. Boom. Bam.
Yeah.
Oh, I did the wrong piece. I'm sorry. Screen area. Let me try it again. Okay. Wait a minute. That's okay. I think that's right. No, that's wrong. Okay. All right. Hold on. Give me a second. But go ahead, Mr. Mumford. Go ahead and elaborate while I bring this up, what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's and when I look at the commitment, like you said, it's being there, it's doing it even when the thrill is gone, and a lot of times, and I'm just going to keep repeating this because, if once you become committed, see, it's been said that success only happens at the end of your comfort zone. Success only begins at the end of your comfort zone. So what commitment is, commitment is only on commitment. It's an indirect. You're going to get indirect results when you are committed. But obviously, to the mind, the logical mind doesn't want to think that, Kemp. Because okay, well, if I keep on doing this, so many times, and some of you may have coached with me before. Many I'm a life coach, and some of you may have coached with me, and I'm not speaking to you individually, so don't take it. But even when I'm coaching clients, they'll start off doing one thing, right? We'll make a game plan. We'll put a game plan, and then 2 weeks into it, they're gone. Why? Because there was no commitments. See, commitment is doing it. See, that's what I always test my clients. I would say, Kim, I want to see when life starts happening to you, what you want to do. It's easy to do the coaching, right, Kim? When it's all good, it's always good. Even the book says, Jesus said to people, he says, it's easy to believe me when you can see me. He said to doubting Thomas. He said, Thomas, I believe it. He said, Thomas, it's easy for you to believe because you see me. But he says, greater are those who believe me and don't see me. Right? See, folks, it's to those that can do it and be committed when it doesn't feel good. Those of you in network marketing, you in the business, you're in a project, right? Are you going to still do it? You exercising. Are you willing to do it even when life shows up? That's the difference. So I call it the sacrifice of praise. See, the sacrifice of praise means that, Kemp, that even when the times are rough, I'm still going to praise. I'm still going to be happy. I'm still going to have my joy because I'm sacrificing, because I know if I praise today, I'm praising for my what? Tomorrow. See, that's why commitment is all about that's why I said your goals got to be bigger than your problems. See, committed individuals are people will say, Jamal, do you have any issues? Do you have any problems? Do you go through anything, Kemp? You don't go through anything, Kemp, do you? You don't go through anything. Of course you don't, right? No, we all go through stuff. We go through stuff every single day. It's just that I'm committed to what? My goals. I make my goals a priority. See, a lot of you make your problems your priority. I choose to make my goals my priority. I make my health my priority. I make my finances my priority. You have children. If your children are your priority, then it says a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. A wise man. So my question said, so if I'm not working on my wealth for my children, does that mean I'm a dummy? I'm just asking. He said a wise man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So what does it mean if I'm not leaving an inheritance to my children? If I'm not working on my goals? See, the lady said to me, she said, Jamal, the lady said, I'll say this, the lady was saying, well, I have a hard time making phone calls, calling prospects. So she said, I'm going to help you out real easily. And I said it to one of my teammates one time, and he started going in this business like wildfire. She said, okay, well, let me ask you a question. What's your why? Why are you in this business? She says, well, my husband just left me, right? And my kids, my son is in private school because we live in a very bad neighborhood in Chicago. And she said, well, and I want to keep my son in private school, but now my husband is gone and I don't have the income anymore to keep him in private school. So she said, well, the next time you're ready to make a phone call and you're fearing of calling that person on the phone, I want you to think about your son. Because if you think about your son, you will make the phone call, Kemp. So when I said to somebody, I said, she said to me, Kemp, I want you to go tell your child, I want you, how many you can go back to your children and say, you know what, Kemp? Because this happened, Kemp. I lost my job, so guess what? I can't do it anymore. Can you tell your children that? Go tell your children that you're not worth it. You're not worth the sacrifice. You're not worth daddy getting up every morning and working on himself. You're not worth daddy saving 10% of his income every day so you can have a future. No, child. Jesse, Naomi, Isaiah, you're not. How many of you can go to your spouse or your children and tell them that? I promise you, none of you can do that. But for those of you who are not willing to be commitment and you're giving up on your dreams, I want you to go to your family and your friends and tell them you're not worth it. You're not worth it. Kemp, you're not worth it. Daughter, you're not worth it. See, that's commitment. That's commitment. I hope you got it. You ready?
Oh yeah. That's good. Come on, y'all. Say that's good. Just give them a hand clap for that one. Can you hear me? All right. So as I'm saying commitment, I want you to look at something that I do here as far as my income is concerned, right? Because everybody is talking about their dreams. We're talking about our dreams, right? Does all of your dreams consist of income? Does all of your dreams consist of income? Does all of your dreams consist of, would it take income to take care of your dreams? To get the car, I may be saying something wrong. Would it cost income to get the house or get the car or get out of debt? That's all I'm saying. Is that, yes. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, when we say commitment, are we being committed before the process or are we being committed in the what? I'm just going to react to it. I'll see when I get my check, I'll let you know what I'm going to do with it. And how many of us know, watch this, when we said we was going to get our income tax check, we automatically said we're going to do this, and this when we get it. And then when we got it, we did something totally the opposite because we were not really committed on what we said we was going to do. And it's almost 70 people in this room, 60 people, and nobody going to talk back to me. But see, I'm going to deal with you for real. If you want to hang out with me, I'm just going to keep it real, right? 100. All right. The one thing numbers don't do is lie. They do not lie. So if you can start seeing it on paper, then you can pretty much see where you're going to end up at. And then when you see where you're going to end up, my question is, are you committed to the final chapter? Are you following it? But if you don't have a plan, what you going to say you committed to? See, this is why most of us are missing. Oh, man, I know I'm teaching good today. Most of us are not committed because you don't really have the true picture on what you're going to be working towards. You see a house, you see a car, you see this. But guess what? Let's put it in motion. Let's put the plan together and then watch this. See, will we be committed to this? So if you look at here, this is one of my quarterly statements for my vacation business, right? For my business on vacation. So when you look at it, it says, okay, in the first quarter, this was back in December, $4,240. This is income. Everybody see that income, right? Then it talks about all of the expenses at the end of the day, right? And then it shows me my business expenses. But let me show you what it shows here. This is my accounts. This is how this money is going to be divvied up. Are you with me? So when I could, y'all say increase the screen. Okay, let me see if I could do that.
Oh, they got to hit the. If they hit the fit to, it's a button that says fit to window. You got to uncheck that and then make it bigger. If you there's a little button that says fit to window, you got to uncheck that button and make it bigger on your screen, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, for them to do that. Okay, not me.
Right, correct.
Okay.
Correct.
All right, so I was good. All right, I'm gonna just do this a little bit too. All right, and I will do this a little bit to open it up a little bit more. All right, so y'all can see these numbers. Stop being newsy, trying to see my money. No. So here we go. If you look here, it says the tithing can, right? 5%. Now y'all got the script 10%. right? Everybody's script was written when we was coming up to church. You got to put 10% away in your tithing can, right? That's what they told you. But I write my own script. Is that okay? Oh, all right. So then it says investment 10%, education 5%, income taxes 5% because I do want to pay taxes. The KIP fund can, y'all see that? The fund can 5%. The travel can 5%. The once can savings 10%. Lens fund can 5%. Right? Y'all see how this is all? The bills can to pay the bills. 50% of my income takes care of bills. But do you notice Bill is the last person on this account, ladies and gentlemen? $10,000. He still ended up $10,000. But guess what? If you look at the numbers, I can still say, well, guess what? I got $1,000 in that quarter. Lynn got 1,000. That's 2,000. We still got spending money. We still got to take care of our wants and savings. But when you see it on paper, we can see what the end result is going to be. Now I'm going to say, yes, I'm committed to that. I'll give it 100%. And then guess what? At the end of the day, if I do exactly what it says do, then guess what? This is the end result. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? So you're looking at what? How much money you have to invest. That's money to make other investments. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what can I do with putting $1,000 a quarter in church? Could you do that? Right? That's almost $3,000 in that third quarter. Come on, I'm just showing you when you're looking at numbers, but most of us do not do none of this. We're just saying, yep, I'm committed. I'll be committed. I'll do it. I ain't got no money for books. We say, get this book. Guess what? You got to have an education piece in place when you're doing your account. So that way, when you start putting, watch this, see, that's $20,000 total income, $20,000 total. It says rent, house repairs, all of this stuff, right? But then at the end of the day, when that number changes, everything else changes down here. So out of the 20,000, here's the end total, 20,000, but everything is divvied up. So you won't be so quick to say, let me go get the cable bill. Let me get the upgrade. Do you want to upgrade this? Do you want, no. That's not according to the plan that I have on paper. And this is what I'm committed to. So when somebody say, can you look at this business, look at that business? I don't need to look at any business because I can see it right here on paper. You can see when you broke on paper. So even though a millionaire will say he don't have no money, because guess what? He already has his money on paper. He already know what it looked like. Can I borrow $20? Can I borrow $20? Kip, I know you making a lot of money. Okay, but my money is divvied up. It's not just looking at. I got vacations to take. See, travel 5%. I'm gonna make sure we going on trips. And ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. But when you are committed, but when you say you committed, make sure you got your right habits in place. Am I making sense today? See, this is good stuff right here. Now I know a lot of people just say, "Oh, this is boring" or whatever the case. Baby, this stuff here is what takes you to the $1 million bank account. Because until you start managing your money, you're not managing your life. And at the end of the day, you're going to keep struggling because you're not putting nothing. You don't have no management over your time, your money. It's the same thing when it comes down to your calendar. Right? Here's the calendar. I'm committed to this calendar. So when you see personal development on it, 9 o'clock, guess what? I'm on that call, and I'm intentional about what I put on my calendar so I can see my day through. If somebody say, well, what times, I know what times I have available. I can look at my calendar and see it. And I'm proactive. I got the church down here. I got when to schedule the calendar. I got when to wash my clothes. I got this stuff, dry cleaners, laundry, all of that stuff is in place. Lunchtime, you got to be on track, ladies and gentlemen. These are just some habits that all I'm saying is we got to get on track in 2016. You follow what I'm saying? But if you don't have a plan, and most people are going through life without a plan, and guess what? No plan, no real commitment. No plan, no real commitment. Mr. Mumford?
I'm glad since you talked about that. I'm getting this graphic up, and I want I want to challenge everybody. I don't, and I really want to do it to a point where you not going to just say you're going to do it, but for those that want to be in this club, we want to commit to our money. We want to get our money right. Because here's a sad equation. I know I'm jumping a little ahead of myself, but many for instance, a lot of you saying Jamal Kemp, you guys, this is an awesome call. Well, how many of you don't have a copy of our book? And how many of you don't have a copy of our book because you can't afford it? Right. So here's the reason why we're going to stop. Listen, we're not going to be broke anymore, folks. We're going to get a hold of our finances. So we want to do this. How many of you are willing to do a 52-week commitment? Well, we're going to start out today is Friday. So today is Friday. Today is today is the first week of the year. So everybody got to take $1 and put it in. I'm going to get the graphic up. So give me a second here. And we're going to commit for 52 weeks of this year that we're going to put a certain amount of money aside, right? And the graphic says so week 1 starts $1. Week 5 you're going to do whatever week. It's 52 weeks in a year. So that means that whatever number of the week that is, that's how much money you got to put aside. So week 1 is $1. Next Friday is going to be $2. The next Friday after that is going to be $3. Next by the time week 40 is going to be $40. And the last week of the year, right, of December of this year, we're in 2016, you want to put aside $52. So by the end of this year, you should be so disciplined enough that you should be able to put aside $52 into that account. Debbie said she got her dollar in, right? And I want to figure out a way. We're going to have to, and now here's what we're going to do. Now, see, commitment is going to be, that we're going to have to find a way where you're going to have to show. Now, if you can put the money in an envelope, you can put it in a separate bank account. I don't care how you got to do it, but somewhere you're going to have to show accountable. Maybe we'll do in the LCA group. Everybody's got to post their picture on a Friday or something like that they have their money set aside. I'm just thinking about that. How many of you want to do that, Kim? I think that's a good idea.
I think it's a fantastic idea because at the end of the day, I am so committed to breaking this curse of poverty, of breaking this curse of mediocrity. When I say life-changing alliances, ladies and gentlemen, trust me, you can best believe before I leave the face of this earth, I am taking responsibility over at least 10 families to the point that and guess what? That means that person has to take responsibility over that. See what I'm saying? See why my business is able to move in the way that it moves. Last night, just to show you, last night we had 57 people sign up in the organization. Why? Because there's a vision. There's vision on this. You follow what I'm saying? There is, when we say commitment, we're not just asking you to be committed. Mr. Mumford is giving you a plan of action. I want to see those 10 families represented to the point that, you know what? How many of y'all hear Jim Rohn say, my mentor, this man took me under his wing and he taught him to the point that Jim Rohn has changed many of people's lives because of it. You follow what I'm saying? So just like the 12 disciples, he said, let me get these 12. Now, if I teach these 12, then they can go out into the land and help, because I can't, this thing is so much bigger than me. That's why I'm in network, because I knew I would be able to be a blessing to so many people's lives because of the plan called network marketing. Follow what I'm saying? I knew it. It gives you every principle you need to create wealth. Everybody, a good man, and he creates wealth for his children's children's children. That's my goal. You follow what I'm saying? So with this being said, I'm going to help those 10 families because God already blessed me to see that type of income monthly, and I'm free. I'm happy. I'm able to sit home. I'm able to celebrate New Year's with my loved one right here. It was years that I had to be at work. But I thank God every day for my life. And I'm going to share it, and I'm going to take responsibility to help that next person. Go ahead, Mr. Mumford.
Yeah, I mean, I know, and you probably saying, guys, we're talking about commitment, but this is all about commitment. See, the thing about it is, see, folks, you want to write this down. How you do one thing is how you do everything. People say, Jamal, how do I get on track? How do I get committed in my business? Well, see, just by money, money is the biggest factor to really show. This is why people are even in religious community, we never want to talk about money because it's such a sensitive topic, and we run away from the talk about money. Because see, if your money is funny, your life is going to be totally messed up, right? So here's the thing: is that money is the first factor where it shows your life. See how you handle your money. That says, show me how you handle your money, and I can tell you everything else about your life. Your life is not going to be consistent. How you handle your money. So I'm glad that Kent went here with the money, because this is going to be our first level of commitment to yourself. Because folks, listen to this. Think about the action it takes to put $1 aside a week. As far as the lowest amount of action you can do compared to even being on our call 5 days a week. See, being on our call 5 days a week is going to take more action than putting $1 aside. So if you can't even put $1 aside, that's going to begin to show you your true level of commitment to yourself and your family, right there. See, so money. That's why I won't. That's why we want to talk about. That's why we don't want to talk about money in the church, because most people in the church are broke. And so we stay away from money, because money is going to be that thing's going to really make you have to see yourself. Money's going to really make you put that mirror in front of your face and really see your true self. Because even it says money answers all things. So it starts with the finances. That's where it starts. So that's why I'm glad you brought that up. And I've almost got the graphic up. So go ahead, sir.
And as you say that, aren't they asking for people's credit reports now? Are they not asking for, when you try to fill out an application, do they want to look at and check your credit today? Yes or yes? Most people of any significant job, they want to see your credit report. And why do they want to see your credit report? Because your credit report talks about your integrity. I remember Jim Rose say he was behind in his promises. You hear T.D. Jakes say your credit. Right? You look at it, your credit, man, I'm going to tell you, my credit was so jacked up. You know why? Because of the person I was. I'm not even going front and say, well, I got great credit, or I had, no, I didn't. Because it wasn't about I didn't have the money. I just chose not to pay the creditors who gave me the money. And everybody say, well, I can see if you are challenged in life, but when you look at a person's credit, and it's a main, like, your life will maintain. You can see, okay, this person lost their job. They can see that in your credit report, but they can also see this person don't even care. They don't even care. I mean, over and over, look at this creditor, look at this creditor, look at this creditor. It talks about your life. So if you have bad credit right now, absolutely, it's time to get your life in order. I'm telling you, because it says everything. Now, I know people gonna leave and everything else like that, but it's okay, because somebody want to hear this, and somebody is committed in 2016 to get it together. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna help a lot of people get it together just by plans like this. Go ahead, Mr. Mumford.
And so, and you're right, Kemp. I mean, and see that, and that's what I'm all about, And I thank God for my mentor. Is he gets a lot of flack because they say he's all about money, and I always get the people that tell me, Jamal, it ain't all about money. You're right, it ain't all about the money. You're right. Keep telling yourself that. For me, it is about the money, because listen, my kids have to eat. My kids have to live, right? See, that's my thing. And so when he told me, he sat me down and he said, how much money are you making? And at the time, I was making $25,000 a year. He said, Jamal, why are you not making 6 figures? And he said, I want you to follow these principles. See, and people give him flack because they say, you always talking about money, because that's very true. He says, listen, when the church AC went down, it cost the church $17,000 to get the AC fixed, right? But now many people we got to take up 20 different offerings to get $17,000. He said, now what if Oprah Winfrey was in our church? She could write one check. One check and it's gone. But now all of a sudden we're saying, praise God, we all happy because she wrote that check. No, why don't we all become Oprah Winfrey's in our lives? Right?
That's right.
Hello. So, you see what I'm saying? So this is the thing that we really got to see this part, but we got to get committed. This is where the commitment comes from. So as you see here in this graphic here, right? And many of you may want to take a snapshot. This is being recorded, so you can go back and look at it. Here's the snapshots. So we're going to start. This is January 1st, so we do start today. We all going to put the dollar aside. Now, see, now what I always know in speaking, 70% of you are not going to stick with this throughout the year. I already know that. 70% of you are not going to stick with this challenge. 70% of you. I just want to know who are the 30% people who are going to stick with it. Because we can take a screenshot, a snapshot of this of everybody in the room right now, and come January 1st, 2017, we will see who will be on the call again, right? And we'll see who is still doing the challenge. Because most of you will not stick with it. Why? Because it's talking about commitment. See, and I say, see, now it's going to be now because there's going to come a time when it's going to be easy to $1, $2, $3, right? But when we get down to the $20, right? Because see, I know some of you see $20 is a big number for some of you. That's why you can't even buy my book. I'm just being real. See, we got to get real. We got to get real, right? See, $20 is that big number, right? So now when we get to 20 and 25 and 30, now it's going to start getting tough to put that money aside. See? Folks, we got to get it together. We got 2016. This is why we did this call, because we're not going to just have a flyby. We're not going to be all emotional and all these New Year resolutions. Everybody feel good and let's everybody get excited. No. Let's put aside the emotions right now and let's get real. That's why I say I want to do a thing called the Get Real Conference. Let's get real. Let's put our emotions aside. Let's stop being offended and let's get real. Let's talk about the pink elephant in the room. And this is where we got the challenge right here. Back to you, sir.
Wow. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is 1:23. I definitely want to do some recognition with some of the people. How many of you actually learned something today? Let's start there. How many of you actually learned something on today? All right. Then mission accomplished. Mission accomplished. We don't want to see anybody. If you notice this week challenge, we're not asking you to do this week challenge for us. We're asking you to do it for you. This is what we start talking about, commitment for you and your family. I'm not saying, look, we want you to give us this money. We don't. We just want you to make sure that you have the commitment on the plans of life that will give you a better life. Because I know when you stressing, it's hard to be a creator in that level of stress. Are you following what I'm saying? We know I don't want to hear about this person died from anxiety. This person is in depression and going in classes. I don't want to hear that. I want to see the families that's being to a point that's why we do this class every single night or every single morning. I'm sorry, at 9 o'clock. For those that have never attended this class, we're here every morning for an hour at 9 o'clock. Be committed to your life. I'm committed to personal development, bettering me as a person. Will anybody be committed to bettering you? And I guarantee you a lot of other areas will come full circle if you better you on a daily basis. All right. So with that being said, I am going to acknowledge some people. First of all, I want to definitely say, and I don't know where Coach Kevin is, but Wendy, if you could give him a call. I did see him in the room at one time, but if you could give him a call, I know he all over the place. Oh, there's Coach Kevin, because he making things happen right now. He got Coach Kevin. I have to give it up for this gentleman first, not because of what he's doing today, but because of what he has done since I've had the opportunity to connect with this gentleman. And when I tell you, he has been very instrumental in my life, okay, and to many others' lives. A lot of people that's coming to this class today is because Coach Kevin believed in this movement. And I was at the end of the day, me and Coach Kevin talked about this call before me and Jamal talked about the call. You follow what I'm saying? But when me and Coach Kevin talked about this call, at the end of the day, he was all in. And I guarantee you a lot of people that you see now that's in this call is because of his energy, his level, And I just wanted to actually have him come to the call because coaches, I mean, this man has been around mentors that I've just connected with. He's been around the industry for such a long time. And I'm telling you, his harvest is starting to really pay off right now because of his commitment. Coach Kevin, it won't allow you to use the mic. Okay. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Do me a favor, Kevin. Just give me a call and I'll put you
So try it now,
on.
Kev. Hold on, Kev. I just tell him try it now, Kevin.
No, it's
Hold
on
on.
his side because you can say allow him, but there you go. Go ahead and talk.
Oh,
There. He was there. All right.
he
Okay.
keeps.
Call me on my phone. Just call me on my phone, Kevin. um, Coach Kevin will be calling me in a minute. And then we're going to acknowledge a couple of other folks real quick. We talk about 10 digits, Kevin. I know.
It's not about the area code.
Okay, there it is. Coach Kevin, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
We can hear you loud and clear. Can y'all hear Kevin?
Can everyone hear me? All right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Well, Kim, let me just begin by saying how much I appreciate you and Jamal for everything that you guys have been doing. And, I kind of been behind the scenes these last couple of months as it relates to the life-changing license call. However, I've still been keeping up with what you guys have been doing and continue to, implement it in my life. But I've always believed in you, Kim. When I first, got into the organization that we're part of, initially, it was about what I could do without you. And, I soon came to realize that, that don't work because I ended up driving into a brick wall. And I'm fighting these tears, bro.
Don't start. Don't start.
Yeah, fighting these tears. And so, I remember coming back to you and, asking you for your help and your leadership. And at that point, I knew I had to, let my ego go. And I remember the time you came here to Little Rock to support me on a extra idea here. And, you drove 19 hours, bro. I mean, like, really, who does that? Only somebody that believes in you. And then you came back here again, back in September for Super Saturday that we did. And I remember you asking me, I was going to go to the next level. And I know I had to give you an answer. And I told you December. And you said, Kevin, if you remain focused, committed, no distraction, and just check in with me, you will hit that goal in December. So I said December 31st. And of course I did it a week earlier. And what that told me, Kim, was that not only was it possible, but it was also necessary. And I came back to you again. I said I would not stay comfortable in the position that I'm in now. And so I've set out a 3 and 6 month goal. So by March 31st of this calendar year, I'm going to be at another level. And then by August 31st of this calendar year, I'm going to be at an even greater level with the option of even bringing, Wendy home from her job. But it goes back to the commitment. It goes back to you believing in me when probably no one else believed what I was about to do, other than some of the core people on my team and my fiance. But most importantly, you had believed in me by, displaying the leadership that you bring by, traveling here and just pouring into me. And I definitely can't, and I will not, I'll be remiss if I leave Jamal out because he don't even realize the instrumental part he played in my life. He don't even know that, Kim.
Mm.
He doesn't even know that. There are things that he has said, he has shared with me that has been in the back of my subconscious that I live off of every day. And so for those of you who are on this call this morning, I'm going to challenge you with this because Kemp and Jamal are always challenging me. It's great to put those quotes on your Facebook wall. All that is fantastic, and that's feel-good stuff. But I'm going to challenge you all to do some action-oriented things because action is what produces results. I don't do a lot of quote posting. I don't do that. I mean, I don't have anything against that. But I put out things that's going to be thought-provoking and it's going to push me to do something. That's what I do. That's what Kemp has taught me. That's what Jamal has taught me. And I live by that every day. And I'm going to die by that. I'm going to die by that very thing. Because I truly believe that we should live full while we're here on planet Earth and die empty.
Absolutely.
I'm going to say that again. We should live full while we're here on planet Earth and die empty. Back to you, Kim.
Wow. Well, thank you, Mr. Kevin Williams, signing out of the phone, and I'll see you back in the room. Appreciate it. Awesome. Oh, my God. All right. JP, if you are on the line, are you on the line, JP? No, I got this. No, I don't want to log now. Okay, thank you. JP, our host, this young lady, man, again, when we start talking about commitment, this young lady, from the day that I asked her to literally get on these calls and start hosting the calls, she has truly been committed to this call. She talks about how much we have done for her, but she doesn't realize how much she does for us. Because, ladies and gentlemen, there's times when I have gotten up. I'll be driving and I'll get home at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I got to be on the call, and I don't get up until 8:59. But to know that this young lady is right there hosting that call, it gives me that extra 2 or 3 minutes that I need to really, get myself together. Jamal can relate. You'd be surprised what's happening in the background to keep this thing going so that we have a constant flow. So, JP, do you have a microphone on your computer, or do you need to call me as well?
Just, I definitely want to say something as well because I want to give my,
Okay, call
congratulations.
Okay,
first of all, to Kevin, I truly appreciate him. I really do because, one thing that Kemp and I, what you guys don't know, and I'll be transparent with you guys. It's been a rough journey for Kemp and I a lot in what we do. Because even in the industry of network marketing, there's so many people that follow us. They're not even on our teams because they like what we do. And I'm gonna tell you that Kevin was that one person, and it's very few leaders that really embraces the idea of personal development and training. A lot of people they just want to just build teams and do things. They don't really put that in the forefront of building. They're not really concerned about building people. And so I can tell you, in all the years that Kevin and I have been in this journey, Kevin has been the one leader I've seen that really embraced what we have done and what we desire to do in building people. So I truly thank you, Kevin, so much, because most of you on this call because of him. Majority of you on this call and LCA because of Kevin Williams. So I thank you so much, Kevin, for what you have done and brought. And this other lady, that we talked about, Miss JP, I mean, I have to say it. I mean, I get welled up inside when I think about her commitments. She is the true definition of commitment. Even if I had to say overcommitted, and you can't, it's very rare to use that word. When I say overly committed, I mean, and JP, I hope you don't mind me sharing this, because I have to share it. I'm gonna show you guys. See, they say stories sell, facts tell. Now, Kip and I have been talking, but now let me give you a story to really show you what commitment is. This lady is the true, next to the definition of commitment in the dictionary, it should have JP's face, because this lady has gone through many, many, many physical challenges, to the point that I didn't even know what was going on, to the point that she's been in the hospital many times. And I meant the day that really stuck out to me, that I said this lady's commitment, when her own sister had to call me on the phone and say, listen, my sister told me to call you because we had to take her phone away from her in the hospital, because she told the doctors, I don't care what y'all do not give me my medication yet, because I have to be on a call at 9 o'clock. She's on a hospital bed. And Kip and I had to tell her, no, JP, look, do not do the call. Get your health together. That's commitment, ladies and gentlemen. That's commitment. So when you're looking at your life and you're saying you're committed, that's what it means to be committed. So what is your excuse? Because she didn't have one. She had reason to not be on the call. And yet she made sure she was on that call every day faithfully. And not only that, accountable to send us a text message every morning and say, listen, I could be on the call, I can't be on the call every day. That is commitment. So back to you, Kemp, as you want to congratulate her. I thank you, JP. Can't hear you.
You hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good morning, guys.
You better turn that energy up. Turn it up. Don't cry right now.
Yeah. Gotta make me cry, huh? Ooh. All I can say is thank you, guys. Let me turn this down because this is making me okay. Is the echo going now?
Yeah, it's going. Go ahead.
Okay. Man, just thank you. Man, you guys, let me tell you, 2015, I can say is thank you. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you, Kim. Y'all have been in my corner, man. Y'all know 2015. That's all I can say. Self-development, man. Y'all did it. Y'all did it for me. Y'all helped me. You helped me walk out there and let my walls down and come out my comfort zone, and I thank you. Thank you, Kemp, for taking me definitely out of my comfort zone and having me host a call every morning. And as long as I breathe, I'm going to host a call. Unless you guys decide to replace me. But thank you. Thank you for the books that we've read in 2015. Thank you for the challenges, Jamal. Thank you. Thank you for being my self-development coach. It's helped me. It's helped me in my personal life. It's helped me in my business life. It's helped me with relationships. So, just thank you. And I know Kevin is on the other end of the call saying I'm a big wuss, but I know he was crying too. So, thank you guys. That's all I want to say.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, JP, for your services. And ladies, I had to literally tell her, if she don't get off this phone right now, that's how committed she has been. Thank you. I'm going to hang up on you the phone. You can hear us in the room. But I had to literally just say, look, get off this line. How dare you be on this call hosting it in the hospital? I'm like, are you crazy? You're going to make us look like we're the big bad ones. We ain't that bad.
Right. A cult or something.
Yeah, people already think we a cult or something. Now they written like, dang, they make out that. No, come on. Oh, man. All right. I want to go out to this young lady who has been with us since day one. And when I say that, this young lady, I have seen so much growth in her over this past year. of this personal development class. It's almost a subject that I believe that if God took me out of this world and left me tomorrow, we could put this class in her hands and she would be able to conduct it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you look at people and you just don't realize how gifted they are. And a lot of times they don't realize how gifted they are. But I truly believe that our goal is to develop as many people as we can. And I always say, if I can help develop you to the point that you are not afraid to stand in the front of that room, that you're not afraid to present an opportunity, that you're not afraid to speak, that you want your voice to be heard. That's what I'm all about. It's not about finding the sharks, but developing sharks, developing people. Those will be the people that will be the most committed to you. Do you follow what I'm saying? When you take somebody from not having nothing to where they now have, their life has totally transitioned to the point that they can now bring their wife home, they living at home, their income, they're not worrying about. When you can get people from where they was afraid and now they standing up on that stage talking about, guess what, I ain't afraid to speak no more. I promise you, those are to be the most committed people to you. And sometimes we turn our backs on those that aren't there yet, but that's the very one that you need to reach out to. Do you hear me? That's what personal development is about, because at the end of the day, I know if I take care of you now, you're going to take care of my grandchildren later. If I had some. If they decide to, but, man. It's nothing like hearing somebody talk about you, when you're putting out there, you just say, man, look, and you hear it. You hear it. And I thank God that I'm still around to see the flowers, to hear the appreciation of those that have been in the tutelage of our leadership. So I want to go out to Miss Debbie right now. Dynamic Debbie, this young lady, she been with me for a long time. I call her my problem child, but guess what? She know I love her. And at the end of the day, guess what? Debbie is going to see greatness over, and she sees it all that because she is such a dynamic. She got the right name, Dynamic Debbie. And at the end of the day, that woman has so much power, and her voice is being heard where people's lives are being changed because of it. Miss Dynamic Debbie, she said, me, yup, we talk about you. Do your mic work on your phone? I'm going to just click on it and say, we just gave you the mic turning on your voice, and let's see if it works. Ah, man. Woo. Dynamic Debbie. Is your computer dynamic, or do you need to call me? Okay. Just call me, Dad. You can just call me. Oh, y'all can
No,
hear her?
just
Go ahead, Jamal, while she's in the mess. Just call me Dynamic. Okay, hold on. There she go. There you go.
You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to call you then. Oh, okay. Well, that
awesome.
shocked me because I didn't think you were talking about me. Like, oh. I hope y'all can't see me. Can y'all see me?
No, we can't see you.
Yeah, 'cause I look horrible. Y'all can't see me. Y'all telling the truth, right? Don't see me now. Don't see me. Got a scarf on my head. Well, good morning, everybody. Great afternoon. I shocked out of my mind. I didn't know he was talking about me. Um, this has been a great journey for me. 2015 was one of the roughest years of my life. I lost my brother back in April, and my brother was like everything to me. He was 7 years older than me. He was my big brother, and it just really devastated my life. But I got up every day and came to that call, no matter what was going on. And That is what helped me make it through. So I'm telling people, when you feel, I don't feel like getting on the call, don't do that to yourself. Get on the call. When I was at my lowest, my worst, things were going on with my son and whatever else was going on in my life, when I would get on that call, it energized me. Just this past week, I had a lot going on this week. And I rolled over one morning. I said, I don't feel like getting on the call, but something in me will not let me not get on this call. So I got on the call. And at the end of the call, I'm feeling good. Started off the call laying down flat, prone position. Ended up the call up dancing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm telling you. Yes, right, Bridget, push through. This call will help you push through. If you're looking for something in your life, what you're looking for is inside of you. It's not outside. It's not your spouse. It's not the dog. It's not the cat. It's not your kids. It's not your parents. It's you. You have to fix yourself. Nothing else is going to substitute. The right man, the right woman, none of that. It is inside of us. And this call brings it out. It's painful, but it's not as painful as staying the same is. This time last year, I was literally broken. I was broken, and I didn't know what to do with myself. This year, I feel confident. I feel like I know my life is getting ready to change. I know where I'm going. Last year, this time I was lost. I had no clue where I was going. I had no clue what I was about to do with my life. But this year, because of me getting on this call every single day, without fail, I missed a couple of calls here and there, but very seldom. I say out of 365 days, I may have missed 10 or 15 days. I was on this call faithfully, and that's what it's going to take. This personal development, Jamal, you have said this for years. The personal development is the key to your life. It is the key. When I started doing this on a regular daily basis, even on weekends when we don't do this call, I read. I have DVDs. I don't watch TV. I burn DVDs from YouTube and watch Jim Rohn and listen to Earl Nightingale and Tony Robbins and whoever else I can get my hands on, Eric Worre. That's what's going to make the difference in your life. All of that other stuff is just noise. What's going to make the difference in your life is this personal development. Thank you so much, y'all. That's all I have today. And we're all going to have a golden year. We're going on that cruise, and we're going to see each other on the beaches of the world.
Wow. I know that's right. Thank you, Debbie. Mr. Mumford over there shaking like he an old man in the chair. Look.
I'm like, got so much to say, Debbie, man, listen to Debbie. I just let me Debbie off. That. Can you take Debbie off?
I thought I did. Made a participant.
Let me see. I got it.
Okay.
All right, there we go. I got it. I just say to Debbie, just thankful for her because like you said, Kim, we've known Debbie a long time, and she's been there. And she just shows up, and the thing about it is she's willing to be coachable. And that's so important, and not coachable because personal development is you got business and you got personal development, but being willing to be coached and being willing, and not to say my toes are being stepped on, but I think it's the fact that matters is that she's willing to stick through with it, and like you said, Kim, as long as you stay with it, success is only going to be your end result. And I thank you, Debbie. And I know we cut short on time here, but I just say thank you, Debbie, so much because it's good to have those people like the furniture. Like they said, she's the furniture in a house. She's not going anywhere, and it's good to have people like that around. So thank you, Debbie, so much.
Yes. All right. Well, now I want to talk about this young lady that I'm gonna tell you, I have just watched her. Just grow in every area of her life. This young lady has definitely shown, and ladies and gentlemen, listen to me. If I don't call your name or I don't acknowledge you, it's not because I don't. I'm just short of time. And there's just some folks that I just wanted to bring up that I know has been there since day one. You may not hear a lot, but I watch at the end of the day, I watch people in the background and what they're doing, as you hear, not when you're there, but when you're not there. Not what's happening like Mr. Mumford said, it's stuff you do daily, right? On an everyday. Somebody that's been coachable. Through her coaching, and then I'm looking at the results in her life. It's no way that you are going to personal develop and you do not get results. Do you hear what I'm saying? So I just want to bring her up for a minute. She gonna speak very short because she always short, sweet, and to the point. I want y'all to give a round of applause for Miss Bree Bree Black. Can you hear me, Miss Bree Bree?
Hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. What would you like to say
Okay.
personal development, this class, and all that good stuff has done for your life?
Well, personally, I want to first of all say thank you because I am very thankful for the class, and it really has helped to grow and develop me and bring me out of my shell.
Turn your computer down. Turn your computer down.
It's muted.
No, it's muted on your end, but I mean, turn it down so it ain't coming out your thing. There it is.
Oh, okay. Is that better?
Yeah, a little.
Is that better?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Go ahead.
When I first started the class in January, I was always saying that I was shy and reserved because I really didn't want to speak out. But I learned, over the different classes that, you'll never be happy or successful living within your comfort zone or trying to be shy and reserved. So just the different classes that we've had, the first book, Residual Millionaire, that helped me to see that there's a better way than working in corporate America. You can also own your own business because I hadn't never really thought about that before. The self-talk, because I know I had a lot of negative self-talk, just saying that I was shy. I was reinforcing it every day. So that book that we read helped to improve my self-talk. That was really good. And all the different books that we've read, and I've known the growth. I've seen the growth in me as well because I'm so much happier now. 2015 has been a fantastic year for me, not only personally, but a business. I'm doing a business. I never thought I'd be running a business. Me, really? So I'm just really thankful for just the new friends that I've met, everything. So, yes, 2015 has been, I can't say enough how happy I am for 2015, for life-changing alliances, for my new circle, for just everything. So, yes, I am short and to the point, so that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thank you, Sabrina.
One more thing.
Okay.
Personal development also helped me to be able to stand at the front of the room and do presentations. Because I know the very first one I thought I was going to pass out, but the more I did it, it got a little easier, and now I don't mind doing them anymore.
Come on. Come on. Come on. What I say, and when you get to the front of the room, that's when your money start chasing you down. People start calling you up. I want to know about her. Anybody ever notice that? See, when you get to the front of the room, it will start. Money will start. People gonna want to know. Thank you, Sabrina. People gonna want to know everything about you, and then you're gonna be getting pictures. People gonna start taking pictures. Can I take a picture with you? Now you showing up on other people's pages. Are you with me? See, I'm showing you how to get your income to go crazy, where people is gonna chase you down and tell you they want to be on your team because of your leadership and where you are to develop yourself at the end of the day, right? We just want to see that happen. Now, I have to acknowledge this person, this young lady, OMG. When I tell you she has truly made a difference in my life, not only personally or business-wise, but this young lady has been my jelly when I was the peanut butter. She is the what they say. She is that chocolate, right? I call it a pecan tan, right? She is that person that completes me, that literally makes it all possible. And she truly has helped me. No matter what, whenever we asked to read, she was always there to read. When I tell you a help meet somebody that's right there by your side and you driving home at night at 3:00 and she tell you, guess what? I got you. When I say she your ride or die chick,
Ride or die.
She has truly been that ride or die person. And I am so thankful for her. Because I always knew that there was a relationship like that, that was just picture perfect. Literally, I mean, when I tell you that just made it all plain, I knew that there was a relationship that could be in a relationship where there were no arguments, I'm not saying that we don't disagree on things, but guess what? If we didn't, then we too much alike and we can't grow from one another. But this young lady has truly, uh, bless me. She has taken Jamal in as just like when I tell you a friend, we just believe that she completes us in all kinds of ways because lady, you need that woman. You need that soulmate. And at the end of the day, it's not like you say you find your soulmate. No, you are developing your soulmate every day. We are developing each other every day. We are the people that are literally, when you look at the book of this journal of just appreciation, we have to appreciate one another. And when you look at our book now, and it's getting thick of just things that you say that she was just in cooperation with and saying, Kemp, okay, let's do it. I want to write this, and she was right there. And again, you hear her read every single day just about. Miss Deidre Lynn, if you can, if you could come out here real quick, it'll probably be easier that way. And I'll turn the camera off. So you don't have to worry about it. Oh my gosh. Woo. Come on, y'all. Give it up for Miss Deidre Lynn as she comes. Okay, you can come on out. Gosh. Right now, I'm going to tell y'all, she's just so, oh my God, is he doing this to me? But I heard this, ladies and gentlemen. It was just like when you edify somebody, lift them up. I heard a gentleman, Dr. Stan Breakthrough, and every time he introduced that woman, he introduced her like it was the Queen Sheba. Do you hear me? Like when he introduced you to somebody, it wasn't like, this is my wife. He would just edify her and make her queen. Imagine somebody doing that every day that you live with for you. Come on, Lynn. Come on over here. They can't see you. Go ahead, honey. Address the nation. And look, Jamal got his picture up there of you.
Thank you, Jamal. I see you have my good side. Oh, wow. That was the introduction, and I'm gonna try and keep it together. This year has been amazing with life-changing alliances. And Kemp and I are actually coming up on 2 years, and that's been even more incredible and amazing. To actually meet someone and their nickname is Mr. Motivator. I'm like, wow, who calls themselves that? But this journey that I have embarked on and that has taken me to places I never thought. Last 2 years, I have this gentleman to thank for that. At a time when I was broken and felt like I just, didn't have anything to live for, like my dreams were gone. I had felt like I had dreamed my last dream. And for those of you who know me, who know that, I worked, for 20 years in corporate America and got laid off. I struggled for some years after that, working here, working there. And I just was at the point where I'm like, why do good things keep happening to bad people? I just was done. And to be able to, pray about it and lift myself up and to come across a man like Kemp and to also come across a gentleman like Jamal. I have literally adopted Jamal. He's like my little big brother. And I love him too. I really do. And we always joke, I will go to bat for these two. I always just tell me what the vision is. I will make it happen. Mm-hmm. And, I tell Kemp that I borrowed his vision until I got one of my own. And I am happy to say that with this year, of personal development and 2 years in a relationship with you, I now have my own vision. And I thank you for that, baby.
Okay, go. Wow. Oh my goodness. And I could just go on and on and on. And I'm Mr. Mumford, if you don't mind, if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go over a little bit because I gotta bring this young lady up. I just call her $1 million. She know it's all over her life. She's doing some phenomenal things out there. And when I tell you she's been committed, dedicated to the movement, this woman will drive hours and hours to get to events and things. I watched her life. I'm hearing her voice. And when I tell you I hear her voice, I'm going to ask you, Miss Nina, if you could just give me a call real quick out of Shreveport, Louisiana. This young lady, oh my goodness, her nonprofit organization for children, this young lady has truly shown tremendous leadership. When I tell you she's stepping into her power, I can almost assure you 2016 is going to be her year because she is there. It's just that somebody just needed to hear her voice. Somebody needed to just pick her up, polish her off. And I tell you, a diamond in the rough, oh my God. This young lady is a diamond in the rough. Can you hear me, Nina?
Yes, Mr. Motivator. Can you hear me?
Yes. Stop. Because I would have.
Good morning, LCA. Good morning, and rise and shine. Man, when I tell you, and I'm not even going to say much of nothing, but I got to tell you and Jemiah, thank you. Because I need it, y'all. And I think that this class hasn't taught me nothing else. It's taught me that you must be willing to shine in what you do because there's people out there that need you to get to where they're going. And I had to have y'all in this junction of my life. Coach Kevin, Bree Black, man, this journey for me is just beginning. We're at our genesis, everybody. 2016 is our genesis. And when I tell you what, we are so excited. I'm ecstatic. LCA, y'all stuck with me. And I just got to say thank you guys because I have really needed y'all to be who I am and where I'm going today. So I love you guys so much and thank you, Coach. I can show y'all better than I can tell you. Just don't give up on me because I'm ready and I'm out here. So thank you guys so much for just believing in me, staying, loving me, even in everything that I got going on. I just appreciate y'all and I just want to say thank you. And Happy New Year, everybody.
Wow. All right. I'm hanging up. He'll be in the class. Woo. Okay. All right. I got to turn this call over to Mr. Mumford. Listen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, Mr. Mumford, go ahead, because we got to get we have to make this happen. Wow. Go ahead.
I tell you, man, so I could just say so much about everybody. And a lot of you, I could say much about everyone, but I definitely want to acknowledge a lady who, I've gotten, it's amazing how they say it's called the 6 degrees of separation. You just don't realize that when you meet somebody, sometimes in my life, it's always been that I met somebody and it wasn't a person I initially met. It was who I met through them. And this lady is somebody I know her through a gentleman who I've known for some years, and her nephew to be exact. And when I first met her, I didn't know her at all. And I tell you, when she got a hold of it, she has been so faithful on the calls from the day one. And I say when I look at people's when they say I believe in personal development and just talking about personal development camp, I look and see how many, if they really believe in it, then will they be willing to tell other people about it? And this woman has many people on this call because of her. She's very committed. And she owns her own business, but yet she's on the calls every morning and she calls me and she embraces personal development and loves it. I mean, every book we read, she gets it. She makes things happen. She'll drive. I mean, she just done some amazing things. Again, talk about commitment. This lady is very committed, and many of you know her. Y'all see her in the room, and I just want to give a big shout out to my new friend, my new business partner. You know, I tell you, man, if you knew her age, I tell you, I like hanging, I like hanging around her. You know why? Because she dispels the myth that you got to get older and your life you got to slow down. I mean, her energy is remarkable. Okay, she gets around like nobody else. You would think she was much younger than what she really is. I want to give a huge shout out to. Don't tell me. I thought she tried to leave the room. Miss Hafiza out of New York. Hafiza, I don't know if I can. I don't know if your mic is working. Let me see if I can put voice on. Hafiza, can you hear me? Hafiza, are you on your phone? Miss Hafiza, you may need a call. Can you give Kemp a call, Hafiza? Because I don't know if I'm going to do it right on my phone. Or call me. You know, there's Stephanie. I know Kemp probably could say something because Kemp had a chance to interact with Hafiza on a number of occasions. And either call me or Kemp, Hafiza. If you can call one of us, go ahead, Kemp, if you want to say something.
Wow, you know, I actually had the opportunity. Oh, there you go, Hafiza. We can hear you.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
We can hear you and we can see you. No, just kidding. We're going to hear you.
Oh my God, you can see me?
No, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't. Don't murderize her like that.
Oh my goodness, I am so. Wow. Those are my new words for 2016. I tell you, this has been an amazing journey. It has really been an amazing journey. I am so happy to have to be able to be around like minds and like people. And I love listening to everyone, you know, everyone in this room, everyone. It's been such a amazing journey for me. I have really grown in this past year, and I have a lot more growing to do, and I look forward to it. Oh my goodness, I just don't know what to say. I'm so surprised. Thank you so much. Um, but I'm here. I am committed. I am ready to go. I'm ready to do. I'm ready to help people, help myself. And I think teamwork makes the dream work. And that's what I'm going to say. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hafiza.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. All I can say is that young lady is amazing. I definitely want to thank her for her support. I had the opportunity to meet her mother. And when I seen her mother, they say the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. And when I tell you her mother is an amazing woman, I mean, this woman, now you think, you know, you talk about Hafisa, but you talk about the tree itself. Trust and believe. I know where she gets it from. And this woman is walking around here like she 19 and darn near 90. So we definitely want to appreciate you as well, and all of those that have stayed the course with us through this amazing 1-year anniversary of life-changing alliances. And ladies and gentlemen, it's just been a year. Imagine us 10, 15, 20 years from now when we have satellites all around the globe that we have been able to change families around the world to the point that people are happier, they're wealthier, and they living at peace at the end of the day. So what I want to do is I want to give away right now a $50 certificate, or do I want to say gift card? Yeah, I want to say, I'll let you choose. I'll let you know what you got. But I want to give away a $50 gift card just for all of those that stayed around. We're going to, you know, do a quick raffle just to let you know, well, you know, I'm not TD Jakes yet. You know, I'll be giving y'all other stuff later. But, you know, as we continue to grow, we're going to do some things. Also, what we want to do is, for those that don't know, that LCA we will be going on a cruise, right? We're going on a cruise on October the 9th. All right, October the 9th. And
I get it.
we're going to
I get it.
I got it. It's up. So we're going to go on a cruise, and for October the 9th. We did it so far in advance, so we made sure that everybody would have a chance to get to go. And what we're going to do for the first 25 people who are registered, we are doing something real special for your package. So you will get a package with some special things, because guess what? Those first 25 are the ones that made it happen, and that way we can get the ship embarked into the water, right? We have to fill up so many cabins, so we definitely want to get the first 25, and all you need to do is make a $50 deposit by February of 1st. So that's 30 days from now. $25 for those that are going. I can tell you it's going to be an amazing. We also put up a event or evite page or event page, to the point that we need to hear from you on some of the subjects that you would like to be covered on that particular cruise. So we want to get we need some feedback from you guys. We are anticipating on having at least 100 people on this cruise. So, get your deposits in now so that you can actually be a part of this magnificent movement. We're going to do some major things on that cruise. All kinds of seminars. We're going to talk about the wealth strategies. We're going to be doing some of those classes throughout the year of 2016. Again, our goal is to help at least 10 families become financially free. At the end of the day, we talk about $5,000 to $10,000 a month. But at the end of the day, would you be committed to that? And that would definitely tell you. I guarantee you, when you are making that kind of money, it's going to be a lifestyle change for you. I can promise you that. And we're talking about monthly residual income. You might as well consider yourself, for those that read the book with us, The Residual Millionaire. You are a residual millionaire once you get to $6,000 a month, ladies and gentlemen. Because now you're able to live off of your interest. That's all it is. Being able to live off the interest of your work. So if you're willing to put in the work for that year, and you got 5, 6, 10,000 coming in, guess what? You're considered a residual millionaire. Anybody committed to becoming a residual millionaire? Because that goes to the next step, that goes to the next step, that goes to the next step. I was able to accomplish my first in 2010. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It has been a wonderful, wonderful difference. So it's totally up to you. But at the end of the day, you know what you're going to be committed to. Just be committed to something. Mr. Mumford, go ahead. I know you had something that you wanted to go ahead and give them. And the floor is yours.
While he's getting the gift cards ready to go, many of you know that myself and Kemp, we've, both have written books. And I'm happy to, when I wrote my book, and then Kip is now a brand new author, So we want to definitely congratulate him on his new authorship. Woohoo! And authorship is a word. But folks, we want to do something for you guys on this New Year's, and so we definitely wanted to just come out of our pockets and really be a blessing to a lot of you. And for those of you that always wanted to get our books, but now we can get both books. So we're going to do a little special just today only. I guess we'll keep the special up for the weekend. But some of you need to get some things going between today and tomorrow. We'll end it on Sunday at midnight, but we'll do a special where our books usually go for about $20 a piece, and we're going to discount our books for the next 3 days, where you can get both of our books for just $30. Get your bundle. So I could get your bundle. Just you can get both books for $30. So all you got to do is simply go to our website. I didn't put it on the flyer. I meant to put it on there. Go to lifechangingalliances.com. If you go to lifechangingalliances.com and click on products, you will be able to purchase this bundle today in the next couple of days. And I stress the point is because both these books, and even in my book, and I look at Kim's book, I can promise you both these books will definitely do a major life change for you, because we're not just talking about somebody keep putting the word millionaire, and I like that, millionaire, and it is about, because both of us are very real, and I know sometimes I come across a little harsh, but it's because we've been through life, and that's why we call it a life-changing alliance, because it's real. And with Kim's book, The Alcoholic versus the Struggleaholics, and for a lot of us, we're caught in the struggle. and we don't know how to get out. And I mean, this book is really going to help you get rid of the struggle, understand where you came from with this, where did it come from, why are you in this struggle. And my book, Success Now, that's titled When Your Past Won't Let You Go, When Your Future Won't Let You In. And a lot of us are simply struggling because, your past experiences are keeping you back. Your past, as Kip always says, you've been doing this so long, so wrong that it appears to be right. And what that is, that's your past. So you both these books together, folks. You cannot find a better. You think Kip and I are great when we speak, but there's a time you can take our words that's been put in a book and be able to read these words. And it's a great thing that tells me. It says, Jamal, share in all good things with them that teach you. See, to really say, and I remember my mentor told me this a long time ago. You can't really call me your teacher and your coach if you haven't made the investment to the people that's teaching you. See, because that's how it's a spiritual principle. It's a spiritual principle. It's a universal principle. You must invest in those that are giving you something. Now, I know you may be thinking, well, Jamal, you're just telling you, but no, see, those that invest in me, those that have taught me, Kip and I have spent thousands upon thousands of dollars on products and coaching sessions, because if you are willing to put into my life, it's a spiritual principle I am supposed to impart. That's why it says share in those who teach you. So folks, here's your chance just to be a blessing to yourself. Maybe you want to buy the books for your loved one, a child or something. Go in and get it. Again, go to lifechangingalliances.com. Somebody want to put the website in the room here for me. Just put the lifechangingalliances.com. Go there, click on products, and you'll be able to get the bundle. Kip, I don't know if you want to say anything, but we just want to do something special for you guys. And now we have some other giveaways for you.
All right. So now here we go. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give two things away. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give a $50 gift card away, and then I'm going to give somebody the opportunity to win this particular series here. And guess what? We'll go ahead on and pay for that. So you'll get it free. All right. So This is what we're going to do. The first one, I'm going to give a number. Okay. I'm going to give a number, and then anybody that gets, don't start typing a number yet.
Look at Lynn.
All right. I'm going to give a number. Whoever gets closest to the number, this is how we're going to do it. If you get closest to the number, you're gonna be one to win the $50 gift card. If you get the number dead on, you are going to win $100. Okay, so if I'm gonna have a number, I'm gonna give it to Mr. Mumford. Okay, that number, once I give it to him, whoever gets the number or gets closest to the number, you are going to win the gift card. And then we'll do it again, and that's who's going to win the books. Okay, so do I do the books first or the gift card?
Do the books first. Do we do the books first or the gift card? I guess do the books. We'll start off with the book.
We're doing the books, okay. All right. So, Mr. Mumford, you send me the number for the books. I'll send you the number for the $100.
Okay. So are we doing number between what? Between?
Number between 1 and 300.
1 and 300.
All right.
1 and 300.
Nobody type.
Nobody type.
We just cleared the slate. Don't nobody type. Nobody types. 1 and 300. Send me a number.
Okay. The number is going to be.
No. Don't type. Don't type. Do not type.
I know they so you said 1 and 300, right?
Y'all giving them ideas. Okay, I got the number. I have the number. All right. This is for the books. All right. Go ahead and type your numbers. Go ahead. Do not type your number. Hold it. Stop. Wait. I'm clearing it again. All right. Please do not type your number. Stop.
Do not type. Clear it again.
Do not type. Okay, I'm clearing the history. All right. Now, do not type your number more than one time, because it's going to take us all day to try to figure out who the winner is. Okay. So do not type your number. If you do type your number, you disqualify. I'm telling you right now. If 2 people get the books, we're going to give away 2. If 2 people come close to the number, or no. Yeah, if two people got the same thing, we're gonna give away two
Yeah,
sets of books.
yeah.
All right.
We're gonna be fair.
All right.
I'm gonna get 2 sets of
Go
books away,
ahead.
right?
Everybody, type your number. Go ahead. And I'm gonna go to this song. Do, 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 Oh my God.
Here, people are typing it in. Get your numbers in. Get your numbers in.
All right. Did everybody get the thing?
Get your numbers in. Get your numbers in. Who? Everybody got their numbers in?
All right. Well, it looks like all the numbers are in. Everybody's number in. All right.
You sure?
Okay, everybody got their number in. Thank you. For real, Jamal. For real. All right. Our winner, I have the number, is Charlene Rawls.
I mean, she got it dead on. Jeez.
177. Let's give a round of applause for Charlene Rawls.
I think she saw my laptop. I think she is a hacker.
Oh my God.
Who is Charlene? Charlene Ruiz. Is it Ruiz? R.E. Ruiz. Wow. She has hacked my computer.
Excellent. So we got to get your email address to Mr. Mumford so we can actually set. Oh no, we'll
mailing address. You need your mailing address. You can send me need to send me your mailing address, Charlene, on Facebook, or you can text it to Kemp. Either one of us.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. Now here we go. This is the final giveaway raffle today. We're going for the grand prize is $100 gift card. If you get the number dead on, just like Charlene just did, so y'all can see it's possible. Whoo! I ducked that bullet. But whoever gets closest to the number, and the number is going to be between 300 and 600. 300 and 600. All right? Everybody got that? Okay. I'm getting ready to send the number to Mr. Mumford. All right. Oh, I'll get ready to put it in the wrong box.
I know. I was like, "Rich, are you sending it to me?"
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Okay.
The number will not be 177. I can promise you that.
You can best believe that. Okay. 300 and 600. 300 and 600. All right.
Clear the chat. People are already typing already.
Okay. Go ahead. They can type.
Will we clear it?
Yeah.
Let me see. I have a clear the chat history.
All right.
All right.
Now y'all can type. Nobody type their number more than once. Nobody type the number more than once. Goodness gracious.
Wow.
Where's the music? You done put it on your phone.
Oh, sorry. Hold on.
All right. All right.
This one's going to be hard.
Okay. No, it's not. I already see the winner.
Oh, okay. Because everybody, a lot of people had the same number, and I thought you was going to be broke, bro.
Okay, let's go through these numbers. Let me look. But I think I see the person.
I think
Who do you see?
I think Felicia, but I think it's
That's who
Felicia.
I think. Yeah, that's who I said too. Felicia.
But until Felicia came in, I seen everybody had 365, so that was pretty
Mm-hmm.
close. I see Nina. You about to have a Nina, JP, man, Lynn. Oh my goodness, Sabrina. You had 4 people that was close to that number. Good thing Felicia came in at the last minute because you would have had a 4-way tie. Oh my goodness.
We would have had to do another drawing, huh? What? Felicia, let's give it up for Felicia. Felicia, you are the winner. The number was, what was the number, Mr. Mumford?
It was 383.
383.
383. And y'all 365 people were so close.
Wee, yes, they was.
Felicia Moore, congratulations.
Felicia, are you on Facebook?
Felicia Moore. Felicia, you got to type now, Felicia. Come gain your prize. You there?
Okay, you my friend? Okay, Felicia, we'll check you out. I'll find you. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I can't say enough. Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's, Happy New Year's. We expecting a literally 2016 to be the best year of my life. As we continue to move forward, it will be one of the best years, and hopefully you are expecting the same thing, right? So with that being said, I'm done. Mr. Mumford, you got something that you want to say to the community? We'll be back on Monday with Life Changing Alliances starting up on Monday at 9 p.m. Go ahead.
9 p.m.?
9 a.m. 9 a.m. 9 a.m. No, a.m. Okay.
9 p.m. we won't be there. But folks, I just want to thank all of you for participating on this New Year's Eve. What a great time to celebrate the New Year's and start with this thing called personal development. And I hope that you guys really got the gist of what Mr. Moderator, what he brought today, was about commitments. And how many of you are willing to be committed? You know, just declare today that I'm going to be committed to my success this year. And I promise you, you know, that your year, you'll be different next year. I'm looking for growth. Camp and I, we really want to take some individuals and take 10 families. And we just say 10. So if 20 of y'all want to go, let's all go. But let's stay committed. Let's be committed to your life this year. You know, we got this call going on every weekday. You know, be committed to the call. You know, now for those you need to know, those you that need the call, make sure you're on the call, right? You know, some of you may say, well, I mean, I don't need it. That's fine. It's to who needs to whosoever, as it says. So, you know, we look forward to a wonderful year, some more participation on the class, just being committed. And I tell you, folks, I'm looking forward to 2016. I hope you are. Let's go out there. Let's have ultimate success. And guys, we'll see you at the top of life because the bottom is way too crowded. And as Mr. Avery says, use the bottom as your launching pad. Sayonara. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's.
Now it's time for a new year. 10 seconds and counting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Happy New Year.
Wow.